Shave.
What's up, Lions Nation? It is the Soul Man, Andy Souls, in the house. And we got Smoking Jeremy B, the stat man, right there. This is an impromptu Lions Ravens recap show. And the countdown begins
Now.
Now.
All right, all right. What is up, everyone? Yes, indeed. This is We Are Lions Nation podcast. I am coming live from my car tonight. Still downstate, still working on things with my mom down here. It's been a tough few days, but I couldn't let these guys go alone. So here we are, recap show. I didn't get to see a lot of the game, so a lot of this is going to be on my guys on the screen, Smoker Jeremy B and the Stat Man. I know they got to watch it. So let's go to you guys, Smoking Jeremy B. I know I seen what happened. A pretty tough loss, a bad call. Let's just get your initial thoughts on what happened with the game.
First half, the defense kept us in it. They only allowed them to score 10 points. Second half, we played phenomenal, took a lead, and once again, like so many times in the past, the refs screw us on a blown delay of game call.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't see the officiating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking to you, Andy. You're lucky you didn't see the officiating.
Oh, I seen that.
You're absolutely right. He's lucky he didn't see the officiating.
Yeah,
I seen the officiating that the main officiating that, and I was really disappointed with what I seen. You could clearly see that the time had expired, and he should not have been able to hike that ball. Therefore, that game-winning field goal should not have been kicked, and the Lions should have walked away after a 10-second runoff with the victory in their hands. And, you know, overall, from what I've heard, from the highlights that I've seen, it sounds like the Lions played a really good game of football, and showed what kind of team they really could be. Maybe in the second half is what I'm thinking. But played really well on defense. Statman, was that the case? Is that what you saw watching that game?
Yeah, and I just have to say, what other team out there is going to lose in this fashion? A record-breaking 66-yard field goal to beat us at the end of the game.
Wait, it gets better. The same guy that did it with a 61-yarder that was a career long then. Justin fucking Tucker.
Justin Tucker is our voodoo doll, I swear. Is like he gives us this bad juju every time he comes to Ford Field. Just ends up making these phenomenal kicks to beat us. Who else would do that in the league? But yeah, pretty much what I seen all game was our defense, our young secondary, come out and play. I mean, there were some drop balls by Marquise Brown and some wide open passes. I mean, he should have had touchdowns probably on every one of those catches. But I'm not going to say anything. Our defensive secondary, as young as they are, played well enough to keep Lamar Jackson in check. And guess what? Our defensive line, we contained Lamar Jackson for pretty much that entire game. What killed us was one player, Mark Andrews. If Mark Andrews wasn't that open, and it comes back to our linebacker coverage. So apparently Derek Barnes was not the answer to help with the linebacker coverage issues. I think they just need to do a better job in locking down these tight ends. You know what I mean? And at the end of the game, yeah, the refs did screw us over on that delay of game. I was standing there with my head in the air going, delay a game. My wife even videotaped part of it. You guys seen it. It was before I started jumping up and down. But yeah, I don't think they should have been in that situation in the first place, though. That 4th and 19, we played soft coverage, let somebody get open and get that first down. That really set up that field goal. And I don't get the defense. I think the defensive play calling was good, but the playing on that play call bad. So, I mean, you can look at it both ways, but the refs in the end did screw us over out of that game. We should have won. 10-second runoff. And it's the same crew that called a 10-second runoff on us not that long ago, okay? I don't know exactly how many years, Jeremy, you remember?
Yeah, against Atlanta. That was 2018.
Yeah. So same reffing crew called the 10-second runoff on us, but can't do it the opposite way. And I don't care what anybody says about the difference between on TV clock to on game clock. It was delay a game. Stop making excuses, okay?
By at least 3 seconds. It was by at least 2 or 3 seconds he was standing there. From what I seen,
it was 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, almost 2 seconds
for the back clock to get judge to get in place after he sees 0. In other words, he's looking over his shoulder, he sees 0, he looks back, the ball should be snapped. If it's not snapped, it's his job to throw the flag. But the back judge wasn't even in place yet. He was still running from the 50-yard line to get there. So he never looked.
And the commentator
said it. Boomer Esiason has said it. Plenty of analysts have said the Lions got jobbed again all week.
Yeah, we did. But nobody's going to give us sympathy because they say, oh, it's always the Lions making excuses for why they can't win games. No, this is a legitimate complaint. Legitimate complaint.
I'm going to give a reason on why that play happened. We went into a soft zone coverage with 3 down linemen rushing. Not one, thank God it wasn't the Patricia prevent. But Jerry Jacobs, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to make some people is mad, pulled a rookie Darius Slay move. He stayed in the flat instead of being the rover underneath in the middle that would have took away that pass. That is why they got
Lamar to try to run it 19 yards. It literally would have forced him to try to run the ball because they wouldn't have had any other option.
Right. But by him being out of position and playing in the flat versus the middle underneath, which is where he was supposed to be as the dime corner. I played corner in high school, and I know that.
Well, here's my thoughts, guys. Anything after that delay a game should not have happened.
Right.
That's to me all that. To me, all that's irrelevant. So what you need to talk about was what we need to do is look at the game itself, how the Lions played overall in that game, and how do we take that? How did they play? Did it look like a Lions team that could actually compete, or what was still missing?
150% they can compete. They did the same thing in that second half that they did to the Giants in the second half of the first game. They went toe-to-toe with a playoff contender.
Yeah.
And they were winning. They won.
Hands down. The Lions.
Score, Lions 17, Ravens 16, the refs 3.
Well, let's talk about the first half because, like I said, I didn't get to see the game at all. So the first half, it sounded like the Lions were struggling a little bit to get some points on the board. So let's go to you, Statman. What was the first half like in that game? Like, what were your thoughts on just the first half alone?
Just horrible play calling. They couldn't read the blitzes, the disguises that the Ravens were running on us. They couldn't figure it out. There was several times where Jamal Williams or DeAndre Swift as the running back to sit back there and block on a pass play missed his assignment because they were disguising things. They were coming in like they're going to blitz, and then they'd back out to go into coverage and then shoot right back into another gap. They were doing that all first half, just putting pressure on Goff. So Goff was having a hard time passing the ball there. They could have done better there, but they did have a chance. They were driving down. They got stopped out of 4th and 1, and instead of going for it, they decided to try to get the other team to jump off sides. And it didn't work over and over again. I don't know when they're going to learn to just give the ball to Jamal Williams and let him get the first down or swing it out to Swift. But, yeah, the play calling, it was horrendous. It didn't seem like anybody was in sync on offense. But defensively, they played the best that they could in the situation they were put in, because that could have been easily 31-0 at halftime. And our young defensive backs and our young defense, we stuck in there and we made it a game. So I would say the first half offensively was horrible. Defensively, they played the best that they could at that point in time.
All right. And Smoking Jeremy V, I'm going to go to you in just a second. I just want to remind everyone that this is an impromptu show. I am not at home, so I did not have time to put this together like normal. Hey, I want to do a quick shout out to everybody. Thank you. Thanks to all the fans, the people commenting with your prayers and thoughts for my mom. She is a little bit better than she was. It's going to definitely take it's going to be a long process for her. We still don't know the outcome of how she's going to end up, any kind of side effects, things like that. She did talk to me today. She knew who I was, so that's an awesome positive thing. And yeah, so keep those prayers coming. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me, and all the love that I've seen on Facebook and social media has been outstanding. Especially, from my co-host Smoking Jerry B and the Stat Man. You guys have been there and shooting me and keeping me in touch and everything like that. So definitely appreciate that. I know Stat Man, you were out there that night with my mom. So again, appreciate you doing what you did and being there when I couldn't get there that fast. But so another thing real quick, I just want to make sure that although it's an impromptu show, it's still our show. So hey, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hop on down there and click on that subscribe button at YouTube. We still looking for those subscribers. And a quick apology. We'll get back on schedule this week and be bringing you hopefully get that Fan Zone show running up, and looking forward to the Friday Mass show as well. Let's go to you, Smoking Jeremy B. Your take on the first half.
The first half, they struggled to get the run going because they were looking like that zero blitz was coming in, and then they dropped back in coverage. So that was confusing Goff and the offensive coordinators with the play calling. And I get it. That zero blitz usually does stuff the run because you've got 7 players just blitzing in and 4 guys back in coverage. That being said, I would have at least tried to call, I don't know, a run play on first down maybe, because we've beaten those blitzes in the past. It was infuriating and frustrating, and then the defense would do a stop, and it's like, all right, we're in this game still, let's go. And the first half ended, and I said, well, let's see if there's some adjustments. The other key stat I want to add to that first half, hey, Quinn, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate
What's up,
you.
Quinn?
Hey, I want to take a moment.
Tyler Black, he spoke up earlier.
Real quick, Jerry B, I got to make a personal shout out to you, Quinn Cook. I heard that there may have been some controversy in one of the comments on a previous show, and you may have taken that the wrong way. So I just want to let you know, no hard feelings, man. I'm all about you coming in here and popping in. And if I did say something, definitely no, I was not meaning anything negative towards your comments or anything like that at all. But yeah, I just want to make sure you knew that, buddy. And glad you're popping in, glad you're watching, and we love that you come in here and comment on our show as much as you do. So thanks for popping in, buddy. And yeah, thanks for being a fan and supporting us.
Yeah, definitely appreciate Quinn Cook. He's been a supporter for a long time, and he's also going to be joining our fan show. So if you want to get on the list to get on our Saturday show and join in and talk with us, me, Smoking Jeremy B, and Andy. And Andy, I got to say, man, my prayers are still out to you and your family. And I'm so appreciative you were able to join with us tonight and get us back on We Are Lions Nation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I tell you what, guys, it's been just crazy. My mind's not even all here right now. It's the first time I've ever seen my mom like she is, and it's taken a lot out of me. And
it's a humbling.
This is going to be a quick, this is pretty much just a little quick impromptu show that we did tonight, and we'll be back to our normal schedule in the following days. You know what I mean? So We do have, unfortunately, due to something that just came up, we are going to have to hop off the show right now and cut it a little short
No
tonight, boys.
problem. Prayers up for your mama.
We're going to hop off right now, but we will be back this week at our normal scheduled time. Can't wait for the new pregame show. And we hope to see you all there. And thanks again for all your support through everything for the fans and to you guys as well. For Lions Nation, hope you all have an awesome night.
God bless you.
One pride. God bless you and your
One
mama.
pride.